Producer Whitearmor, rapper bladee, and Younglin, Sadboys.
So last time we made this depressing ass sounding Whitearmor kind of beat, which I feel like it came out pretty good. I'd definitely check out that one before watching this one. This time though, we're pretty much doing the exact opposite, cause you know, Whitearmor's newer beats are all fucking happy or whatever, which I can't really relate to, so this might not sound as good. By the way, I recently listened to Whitearmor's solo album called Songs for Weddings or whatever, and damn, that shit is so good. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Anyways, the beat in this video is a couple months old, but I really wanted to walk you guys through how I made this because I feel like it fits the sound really well, so let's get into it. To start off, I gotta shout out my boy Rozix for sending me this loop. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But yeah, if you want to see more of an in-depth look on how I personally make melodies, I would definitely go watch my previous videos. So basically what I did with that was I took each instrument that was included in the loop and I made each one unique, which you can do by left clicking on the waveform icon thing on the top left of the sample, then you select make unique. And that'll let us assign individual melodies to their own mixer tracks so we can add EQs and effects and all that good stuff, which is important because we want there to be space for each instrument to be audible. This is what the mixer tracks look like for the melodies. I actually didn't put any effects on them except for some EQ because I feel like depending on the situation, sometimes you don't need all that extra stuff, especially when the loops already sound like they have some effects on them. I did put a soft clipper on the bass though. After that, I laid down this drum pattern. For the background perk rhythm thing, I have a normal version here, then I also have a sped up version playing after that at 2 times the speed. To do that, you just make sure that the stretch on the playlist is turned on, and then all you do is drag the sample to half its size. And it sounds like this. This is the clap pattern by itself. I had it switched to halftime every other bar because I think it sounds cool. Also for the clap, I added a low pass filter using Fruity Love filter and made it into an automation clip by right clicking on the volume knob of the effect and selecting create automation clip. Then the last drum element I think is worth mentioning is the kick. I have it to where it's only playing on every other bar, which I feel like it gives it more of a deliberate kind of sound. After that, I made this 808 pattern. And then I laid down this Reese bass. I swear this is the last bass element I'm adding. Nah, I'm just kidding. I also added a couple 808 accents. I mentioned this in my previous video, but I'll say it again here. When it comes to mixing and mastering, the first thing you want to get right is just leveling everything to where it sounds good. For genres like this, I like to have the drums louder than the melodies, because when you think about it, the rhythm is what keeps everything moving. You also don't want to forget to put EQs on everything so you don't get clashing frequencies. If you're feeling really fancy, you could put reverb and other effects on your instruments, but I didn't do that here because I was feeling lazy, I guess. And finally, this is what it looks like after I arranged everything. pro tip, if you want your beats to sound more interesting, just add a shit ton of sound effects like I did here. It also can't hurt to add in little breaks for the drums before the main drop happens. You can also see that automation clip I made for the low pass filter on the clap. But yeah, overall it looks much more complicated than it actually is. I basically just made a bunch of different sections so it doesn't get boring. Anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.